Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of pro competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. I remembered it this week. 5 picks. 41 points. This and much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up, John?
What's up, yo?
Excellent.
Welcome to Harry Hog Football episode number 424, and this may very well be, dare I say it, John, the same week that we get our crap together sound-wise, the Redskins might get their crap together on the field?
Question mark? What's up?
Dudes, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and the Redskins helped in that with the victory on Christmas Eve.
Absolutely. Big victory. First of the year, a big runaway victory.
Huge. It was huge.
Massive.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd like to give a huge shout out to our benevolent sponsor, Desmond C. Lee, who once again gave us a Christmas donation, which helps keep us on the air. And just this week, I got to say, after last week's debacle sound-wise, I spent literally, 6 hours trying to get this to work right?
You were going at it forever.
And I found this new app. Like, the way, here's the problem. Here's always the problem, dudes. We're in 3 different locations, so I have to get my sound into them, along with the sound from the sound effects machine, across the interweb, and they have to hear it, but I don't want to hear myself, all this like routing of sound, and it was going in and out of 2 soundboards because of limitations in Skype and stuff like that. But I found this app that fixes it all, and it seems to be working properly. I got rid of like 100 wires on my desk and all kinds of stuff, and they can hear the music. I can hear the music.
Wire. Yeah, and we can hear the music. Not bad.
And if it works, hey, thank you, Desmond Lee, for helping make that possible with your kind donations. Anyone else wants to give us a donation, they can. I'm trying to remember the donation address. Is it PayPal at harryhogfootball.com? I believe.
I believe so. I believe we have a Help Harry on the website, harryhogfootball.com.
Oh, yeah.
Button about halfway down the league, right below the HHFFFL, in which I beat you last week. That says Help Harry. Donate with PayPal.
Yeah, so you can donate there. And
it's right above the poopery.
Yeah, basically we don't run any ads or anything, never have. Just fake ones that we make up. So, yeah, we're not out to make money. We just want to talk about the skins.
No
anyway,
lie.
let's see. Is there anyone in the chat? Doesn't look like it because we're randomly doing the podcast at 3 o'clock on Thursday in the middle of the holidays. But
yeah.
I got to say, we got 40. Oh, it says 4 people are watching. Yo, what's up, y'all?
We got 6 people now.
Oh, cool. Go ahead and tweet. Go ahead and text in the chat. Let us know what your thought, if you're pumped about this upcoming game and everything. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead. We're up to, on YouTube, 49 subscribers. If we can get 100, you know what we get, dude? Our own URL.
That'd be sweet. That'd be super sweet. And we're getting there. We're halfway there.
So anyway, let's get on to the game, dude. I mean, amazing. Amazing on offense.
Amazing altogether on offense. 5 picks on defense is just astounding. Like, Josh Norman had 2 picks.
And so did Breland.
And so did Breland.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Barkley did not have a good day in Chicago. I mean, it looked like the Jay Cutler game where D. Hall had 4 picks.
Is Chicago like the only team that we've ever had multiple picks against? Hey, it's Shanny's Glass Eye on here. What's up, dude? I don't know if I've seen him on the YouTube before. Anyway.
Oh, sweet.
So, what was I just saying? Yeah, it seems like every time we play the Bears, we get multiple picks. But when was the last time we've had a multiple pick game that wasn't against the Bears?
That's a good question. Josh, look that up real quick.
Oh, hold on.
Who said that, dude? I called it.
I wonder if Josh was here right now, would be like, Josh, did you call it? And he would say,
I called it.
Play some damn football. You sucked on the field today.
Anyway, you know what? All right. I got to be a devil's advocate here. As happy as I was that the Redskins won and actually won big for once.
They beat the 3-12 Bears.
They beat the 3-12 Bears, and I don't remember. All right. How do I say this so it doesn't sound horrible? A lot of those interceptions were not like miraculous plays. It was like Barkley overthrew his dude by like 10 yards or whatever.
Yeah.
Just bad passes.
Yeah.
But we gave up like 150 yards rushing, dude, and we're going to be in trouble if we can't find a way to stop people.
Dude, yeah. I mean, if we get into the playoffs by beating the Giants, we beat the Giants, we're in. But if we get into the playoffs, what's going to happen with the running? I mean, the Giants are a terrible running team, and they're going to run all over us on Sunday, 425.
Yeah. The game did get moved to 425. If you didn't hear that, so
Right.
you're able to. That is on New Year's Day, right? So you're able to sleep in a little bit if you're out partying too hard.
Yeah.
I personally plan on being asleep by about 11 o'clock, but I'm old.
Yeah.
Anyway, the game got moved to 425, and basically, did you ever think about this though? If you don't know the playoff scenario now, thanks to, dare I say, the Lions losing. Let's just say that
I was rooting for the Lions to lose.
Since the Lions lost,
Right.
that means that the Redskins right now,
We
if
own
they
our own
win,
destiny, dude.
what?
We own our own destiny. We win, we're in.
We don't.
What?
Lions and the Packers could tie.
That's right.
And
The
if they
Lions and Packers could tie.
And if they tie, dude, they're both in the playoffs. What prevents them from collusion, which which happened to the Redskins with that whole salary cap violation a few years back that
Thanks. Yeah.
they
thanks to the
colluded
Morris,
against
yep.
us. So what's going to keep them from colluding, the Packers and the Lions, so that they both make the playoffs and we're out?
Probably the fact that they hate each other. I would hope.
They do hate each other, and the Lions haven't won the division in so long that they're going to be going all out. So, but what if it does get in overtime, dude? And there's like, 5 minutes left, and they're cold, and they're going to be like, you think they're going to be like,
Dudes, I don't want to play this game anymore.
can we just take some kneel downs?
Oh man,
The thought did go through my
that would totally be the NFL just sitting there and being like, okay, we didn't see any collusion.
Yeah,
That would totally be the NFL.
Yeah, here's something else that scared me. That scares me about this game coming up. We're 7-point favorites.
Really?
Yeah, last I checked. Whenever we're favorites, we suck.
That makes no sense. How are we favorites in that game?
Dude, I don't know. But we are.
Yeah, that's very strange.
So anyway,
I don't know if that's the wise guys in Vegas looking at it and saying, well, we know that the Giants are going to rest some of their players because it's they're getting ready for the playoffs in the first round and they need to rest people, and maybe they're going to keep Eli out so he doesn't throw 3 picks or no picks. He's always one or the other. And
they're playing Eli.
I guess that's sweet. He threw against how many? Did he throw 2 or 3 picks against us in that earlier game against them?
I don't know. If Rabbit Rads was on here, she'd tell us. Dude, I couldn't. Last week I couldn't even remember who he played. How am I supposed to remember how many picks he threw in week 2 or 3?
True.
But dude, I find it interesting that they say they're playing all their people, the Giants. For how long, he was kind of elusive about. They said, are they going to be playing, the reporters asked, are they going to be playing the entire game? And Ben McAdoo, the porn stash baby, said they're going to be playing the game. Whatever that means. So
Are they going to be playing like Parcheesi on the sidelines game, or are they talking about like doing a game on the field?
But regardless, dude, if we can't beat the Giants, even if they are playing all of their starters,
Yeah.
like they say they are for the whole game, if we can't beat them when they have nothing really, no incentive to win, and we have all the incentive to win, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs anyway. Especially against a team we've already beat in their stadium.
And that's saying something because we haven't had a great record against the Giants lately at all. So I don't know. It's really hard to think. I mean, we're going to be going we should be going 100% completely into this game, everybody. That's still not hurt. But I don't know. I have no idea. It's really hard to come up with a prediction on this game, and we don't usually predict things anyway. So,
Dude, I predict them. I predict them all from the start. I predicted a huge Redskins win
that's
this week.
true.
I don't remember the exact score, but because I didn't write it down. But I did predict a win. Hey, oh, by the way, dude, did you see my mug?
Oh, nice. State of Kentucky Colonel.
Yep.
Or
It's
is
the
it-
Honorable Order of the Kentucky Colonels. Look, it's like dudes shaking hands and stuff.
Did you get inducted into the Kentucky Colonel?
No, dude, it's still eluding me. I'm trying to be a colonel. I want to be inducted as a Kentucky colonel.
Yeah.
Supposedly, you have to do something for the state of Kentucky. I think you just have to pay someone off, really. But
Oh, yeah, dude, absolutely.
yeah, but dude, if I could ever be inducted into the Kentucky Colonels, I'd sign every single paper, check, everything as colonel.
What's up, Kern?
I would insist that people just called me Colonel all the time. What's up, Colonel?
Forget that. You're just gonna be Kern. What's up, Kern?
What's up, Kern?
What's up, Kern?
Anyway, there's something else I wanted to talk before we get into the actual game more. I find this interesting that they've already pretty much announced that Sua Cravens, when he comes back, I don't think he's playing this week, but he's going to be
It
moving
doesn't look good.
to safety.
Yeah.
We know how bad our safeties are, but what if do you think that D Hall, if he can recover from this injury, will have a year or two left at safety? And if so, will that shore up the safety position next season so that we could, work on our defensive line and our linebacker situations more, inside linebackers?
I'd like to hope so, but D Hall isn't getting any younger, and he's had a lot of bad leg injuries so far. So it's really hard to tell what he's going to be like when he does come back for next season. Having said that, we need defensive linemen more than anything.
Oh, I know. We need like three.
Anything.
We need like
a
three
300,
Bakers.
100. Yeah. We need a 330-pound like Wolfork the second in there, someone like that. That's the first thing. We need these guys. I say this all the time, and the Giants were a great example of this. The 2 Super Bowls they've won in recent memory, each time their front four on defense was outstanding, and it was able to cover an average defensive back situation. So if you've got those pass rushers and you've got those big ass dudes in the middle, that's going to help you out more than just about anything. That's the first step on remaking the defense, is to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but I do think that Sua Cravens is going to be a huge part of this team going forward.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, let's see here. Jared Motor, I guess I said that right. Motor, yeah. What's up, dude? Last multi-interception game, week 3 versus Giants. He confirms that. And Dunbar and Cravens. I guess those are the dudes that intercepted it that game. All right.
What, in the last game? We've got...
Against the Giants. So maybe we can get 3 more against... I mean,
No,
the
we got Will
Giants'
Blackman.
offense has not
Dude, it
been
was
scoring
Will
many
Blackman for
points.
that 5th one.
Okay. Yeah, it was also the last game Tress Way completed a pass. What was I going to say? Dude, the Giants have not been scoring points, that many points. Their defense is pretty good. Our offense is pretty good. Their offense is not. So, if we can't win this game, we don't deserve it, in my opinion. But I was also looking forward a little bit. I know we shouldn't do that. But there's a good possibility we could play the Seahawks, and you know how I feel about them after 2012.
You do love the Seahawks.
Dude, I can't stand the Seahawks ever since Matt Hasselbeck was like, we want the ball and we're going to win.
That wasn't even against us.
I don't care.
You know he lost that game, right? I remember having to explain this to you.
I'm just saying. I've really hated the Seahawks ever since we were beating them 14-0 and RG3 hurt his leg, and then we know where our team went for the last 4 years. If we can get ourselves back to a position where we could beat them in the playoffs to get retribution, I will be happy. And then after that, if we can go on and beat the Cowboys 3rd time's a charm, I will be ecstatic. I will be going insane. Like running up and down the aisles, the steps at FedEx like you did that one game where you wouldn't calm down after the kick heard around the world game.
Yeah, but that was the kick heard around the world. I was unstoppable.
That game was amazing. Anyway, so it'll be interesting if we can get past the Giants. What do we want to say about the actual game against the Bears? I know what I want to say.
They sucked. They sucked way worse than we did.
Yeah, they were
kind of
horrible.
handed us that game, really.
Yeah, I didn't even bring up the stats, but 2 really nice catches by Deshaun Jackson along the sidelines, and they both got reviewed, right? Am I correct on that?
He had a couple of them that got reviewed. Yeah, he ended up with 114 yards.
Yeah, and he played a lot better than he did the week before when we were like cutting on him on the podcast. And that's good because I saw this week that he actually told some player on the Eagles that he would like to come back to the Eagles.
Did he really?
Agency. Yeah. And then this week they asked him about, the free agency, and he was basically like, we'll see what happens. It's intriguing.
Yeah.
I'll see what
it's
offers
intriguing.
are out there.
And you're just like, do you know what that word means? I do not think it means what you think it means.
I think it means he's not going to be back on the Redskins.
No, I don't think so either.
I mean, we need to spend some of this money on defense. We've got a crap ton of receivers. I mean, he's good. He's really good. I would have liked to see something out of Josh Doxson this year to make me feel better about letting him go, but I think we keep Pierre Garçon and part ways with Deshaun. What do you think about that?
Well, hopefully we don't end up trying to give a freaking huge contract to Sean Jackson. He rejects it and goes to the Eagles. And then Pierre Garçon is all mad because we gave so much more money to him. And so he doesn't sign his contract and he goes somewhere else and we lose both of them.
Yeah. If we lose both of them, we might be a little bit in trouble.
Yeah.
But we do have Crowder, Yeah. Doxson, if he can step up, some of these young guys. The Spaniard.
Jordan Reed, when he's not hurt.
I think we should trade Jordan Reed. I said this last year. I think we could trade him and get some big value out of him, even though he is injury prone. Other people disagree with me, but I see bigger needs, but whatever. Alamo City Live Music said, how about Mac Brown with his 61-yard touchdown? Welcome to the NFL, son. And then the announcers were like, I don't know how this is with them like piling on the score here. And then the other guy was like, dude, it's his first chance to score a touchdown in the NFL. You don't think he's going to score?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that was an awesome run. At that point, the Bears were done. They were ready to go home.
Yeah. The Bears, they looked terrible there in the second half.
They were packing up. They were packing up the tent, rolling it up, trying to get it in that little bag that it never fits into.
Taking their keys.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good. What about? I want to point this out. You did during the game. Kirk Cousins was using his feet more, and I like to see that. If he can get a couple runs like that a game without getting hit, getting the first yard, or just getting positive yardage.
Yeah.
I
was really happy to see him doing that. That was great to see him actually having runs that he was supposed to run. That was the call.
Yeah. So
3 or 4 of those a game. Great.
The team in general played a lot better. Our defense, of course, still gave up 150 yards rushing. But it was a good bounce back game after how horrible and bleak that Carolina game looked.
Yeah, and that figured. And then you saw Carolina just get trounced by the Falcons last weekend, and I don't know. We can't handle dealing with Carolina. They've beaten us like 4 times in a row now.
Yeah. So let me think here. What do we want to do? Do we want to go in our games and kicks?
Yeah. Do we have any commercials this week?
I didn't make any new ones, if that's what you're asking.
I was talking to Josh.
Oh, you're talking to Josh?
Who said that, dude?
Oh, I just kind of figured you had a whole bunch of commercials for us this weekend.
Dude.
Josh texted me and said he could do the podcast tomorrow, but not today. Too late.
Too late, Josh. That's all right. He'll be back next week.
Josh will hopefully be back next week after the Redskins hopefully are in the playoffs. Dude, next week is my half marathon down at Disney World on Saturday, so I don't know if hopefully we'll be playing that weekend, but I'll be watching it from down there if we are.
M-I-C-K-E-Y, gotta hate you guys.
I'll be like all like lounge back like, oh, I'm so tired. Come on, Redskins, let's go. Let's go.
We'll go to one of those bars that you go to down at Disney World and be like, dude, give me another beer.
Where they know my name. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a guy, Steve. He's at the Polynesian pool bar. He knows me by name. I mean, he knows, like, it's kind of scary that I go there so much that he, like, if I forget my wallet back in the room or something because I'm swimming, he'll be like, oh, just get me later, dude. It's cool. and then the other guy at the Grand Floridian pool bar, his name's Peter, and he's a cool old dude. He'll see me, like, down the bar, like, towards the other end, and he'll be helping, like, another customer, and he'll say to the other bartender, like, here, you take this guy. I'll get Mr. Allen down there.
Yeah.
It's a little scary, actually. Anyway,
oh, by the way, dude, I got a bottle of Cuban rum in the mail from you know who, Lynn.
Cuban?
He just came back from Cuba.
Oh, dang. Dude.
Your buddy Lynn.
I wish I knew Lynn was going there.
Yeah, I know.
That would be really good in the tiki room. I can tell you that much.
Well, there may be a lot of that bottle left by the time I get to the tiki room.
Sweet. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the. Well, we have to do the Kicking the Balls awards first because we won.
Yeah, true.
Here we go.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
Kicking the Balls Award is brought to you by YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to Harry Hog Football on YouTube, go to YouTube and search for Harry Hog and then hit the subscribe button because we would appreciate it. We want our own URL so I don't have to keep copying and pasting this long line of characters when I tweet that we're about to go online. Thank you. Okay, Kicking the Balls Award? I'm trying to think, dude.
I've got one.
Go for it.
Matt Barkley for throwing 5 freaking picks. Oh, wait, I have to give it to someone from our own team, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Rob Kelly because he got injured in this game. And because the other 2 running backs, including Mac Brown, scored 3 touchdowns. And then Kirk Cousins scored 2 touchdowns. And then Kirk Cousins ran in 2 of his own. So Rob Kelly was just sitting there holding the bag. and my fantasy team from losing in the playoffs. Great job.
That was the week before because you beat me this week in the consolation game, and I lost the week before, and I was in first place, and I don't even remember who beat me. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm trying to think of a good kick in the balls, and I'm not really remembering anything egregious because you know how my memory is and all the games.
Maybe it's Dante Hitler. Jr.,
Oh yeah,
Senior.
Dante Whitner, which by the way,
Yeah.
cut. He's on the
Yeah.
IR, dude.
They moved him to IR.
Was he
That's
injured?
The first step that's the first step of many.
Was he injured?
Let me see if I can find that.
Well, he's on IR, so I guess he has to be injured ego.
Yeah, right. Injury. Ego.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead.
Injury Hitler.
I'm gonna go ahead and go along here with Shanny's glass eye. Thanks for the suggestion. My kick's gonna go to Joe Barry just because. Why is he still on the squad? He gave
And
up
why did Joe
150 some yards rushing to a 3-12 team.
Yeah. And then isn't this at the end of the first half when we were doing well, we were looking like we were pulling ahead pretty well, and then what did we give them? Like 40 seconds?
At the end of the
Dante
half.
Whitner's just sitting there like, and they drove down the field and scored.
And that reminds me, I'm also going to give another kick in the balls award to Jay Gruden because there was a minute and something left after they took 40 seconds to go down the field and score. We had like a minute and something left, and he just downs it.
Yeah.
If a 3-12 team can go down the field in 40 seconds and score, why can't our high-powered offense go up there and at least get a field goal? We had 2 timeouts left. I'm sick of it.
We had 34 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining at the end of the first half.
Yeah. It's like he
And
thinks
we just
each
took
half
lead.
is 28 minutes long or something. I don't get it.
Yeah. Or he'll just like won't call timeout, or he'll do something stupid, and we lose the chance to kick a field goal over and over again. It's crazy.
I only have one thing
I don't
to say
understand
about
it. Cake.
Yellow cake. Yellow cake.
Oh man.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, anyone out there listening on the Harry Hug YouTube channel have any kick in the balls awards? Besides,
Shanny's glass eyes got Joe Barry.
so does Alamo City Live Music. Joe Barry. Anyone else? Going once, going twice. Anyone? All right. You got one? No? Okay.
No.
Well, then we're going on to the Game Ball Award.
And now, the coveted and ever elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award is brought to you by YouTube. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We're trying to build our YouTube following. The reason
And
being
follow
is,
us on YouTube.
you know, we're old dudes, but we hear that the younger generation doesn't like podcasts anymore. They like to put YouTube on while they're working or whatever, even if they're not really watching it, even if it's mainly an audio thing. So, you know, we're like, okay, we'll do YouTube. We can do that.
Do that.
Gotcha. Anyway, okay, so here we go. Can I go first on this one? Because I know who I want my game ball to go to.
Yeah.
I would like my game ball to go to Preston Smith for blocking a field goal. First of all, when's the last time we blocked a field goal?
Yeah.
Anyone? Rabbit Rads? Anybody? They don't know.
I couldn't tell you anybody.
And second of all, a huge sack.
Yep.
And he's odd, dude. He'll have like big games and then you won't hear from him for a few weeks. I wish he could be more consistent. But he gets the game ball this week.
Yeah. Good day. Hopefully he can do another good day against a better team with the Giants this weekend.
Yep.
I'll give mine to Josh Norman this weekend because he had 2 picks,
Almost the third one, right?
almost a third one that Breland picked up.
He looked so mad on that play. It was hilarious.
And Dante Hitler was standing there like kind of nearby, but burnt as usual on that play.
He got up and looked like, man, you just stole that interception from me.
He totally did.
And then he was like, oh, wait, I'm supposed to be happy.
So yeah, there's
It's a
a
good
lot
one.
of choices for game balls, but he's mine this week.
Yeah,
Mostly because he actually had stats.
yeah. Alamo City Live Music and Shanny's Glass, I agree, and I almost went with this guy. Chris Thompson for 2 touchdowns.
And a shout out to Mac Brown as well for 1.
Yeah, and Mac Brown and Kirk Cousins with 2.
Yep.
With his fate.
No.
Tau. So yeah, I mean, it was a good. All I'm saying about this is the Bears were like the right medicine at that point in the season after that Carolina game to get ready for this game against the Giants, which is huge. Hopefully, we'll come out with some intensity now and some confidence, and not all lackadaisical like we did against the Panthers.
Right. And
So
this one, the game's at 4:25, so it'll just start to be getting dark at that point.
Yep.
Hopefully, we won't look at it as a night game for that reason, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a late afternoon game. Better
Yeah.
than a night game. At least it didn't get flexed into the Sunday night game. Then we'd be like, oh my goodness.
I think that was a big game
Yeah.
that they put to the night game too. Actually, looking that up, yeah, that's the Green Bay Detroit game for the night game. So
Yeah, so they're gonna find out their game. If we lose, then their game is almost meaningless, right? Because they're both in. Is that correct?
yes,
I think,
question mark.
unless Tampa Bay's in. I don't know. But anyway, let's hope that we can win this one. I think we can.
I think we can. I think Josh thinks we can.
Josh
I think we're
Allen.
good to go. Yeah,
Who said that, dude?
Josh, what do you think about this game? Are we going to win?
I called it.
Really?
Oh,
Wow,
man.
we don't usually call things on this here on Harry Hog Football podcast and YouTube.
Dude.
Can you still call it a podcast if it's on YouTube? Because that's kind of like a Google thing, right? Does Google
I'm not
own-
sure. Can you call it is it a Ucast?
I don't know what it is.
Is it a pod tube?
Dude, I don't know what it's called. I'm not a millennial.
That's true. Yeah, but you work with a millennial. You have to ask him.
Dude, I work with a millennial, and that's how I knew that maybe people would want our podcast on the YouTube. So
Like that dude PewDiePie. PewDiePie?
PewDiePie. He has like 10 billion subscribers, then they just sit there and play video games and talk about them and stuff.
I guess there could be worse things to do with life.
That dude makes like millions and millions of dollars on YouTube. We haven't even set ours to like monetize or whatever. We haven't even got that far yet.
Yeah. I think we're halfway there.
I don't know how that works. I guess that would go against our beliefs of not advertising. Anyway,
True.
let's see. All right, dudes, what do you guys have as your game ball awards? We already got Thompson. Anyone else? Matt Barkley for his Cutler-esque quarterbacking. Yeah, and if D-Hall was actually in the game, we probably would have got out of there with like 9 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well, bless you, dude.
Excuse me. I have a bit
All right.
of a winter.
Dude,
chill.
what do we want to talk about? Anything else before we round this thing out? Anything?
Dude, 425 Sunday.
425.
We win and we're in, unless there's a tie.
Dudes, if you guys are in the Washington area, make sure you're at the game and be loud. I would be, obviously,
Yeah.
but I'm not in the Washington area. John would be, obviously, but he's still under quarantine from his heart.
Yeah. Next year, though. Next season. We're going.
Next year, dudes, sometime in the early fall, the early games, we are going to start planning. And you guys can send me some email if you're interested in this. We're going to start planning a Harry Hog football meetup at one of the games. And we'll tailgate before the game, watch the game, tailgate afterwards.
Maybe
Probably
we need
not
to get
court-
a Harry Hog football flag that we
Yeah.
can post.
Yeah, then everyone will know where to go. But
Yeah.
we're going to get there. Usually when we go to the game, we tailgate with these guys called Hail BBQ, and they have this huge spread they set up, and you just donate them like $5 or $10, and it's like
Double cheeseburger
it's
on
like
donut.
it's like a buffet, dudes.
Oh,
It's so great.
Yeah.
You bring
absolutely.
you bring your own beverage, but then all the food's there. You just pay them like $10, hang out. They have like 6 spots, hang out, talk, and then get pumped for the game. So we're gonna plan that. So if you guys are interested in getting on the meetup list for next season, send an email to me at aaron@harryhogfootball.com, and we're gonna start compiling that list, and we're gonna plan it early so that we're ready to go come next season. And John's return to FedEx.
I call it Jack Kent Cooke Stadium, but either way, it's kind of a crap hole.
Dude, Shanny's Glass Eye already says he's in. He's never been to a home Skins game, and he's only seen them in the Ghetto Lands and the Ed Jones Dome. We've been to the Ed Jones Dome too. John almost got kicked out of there. But anyway,
with all the racists around us.
So Shanny's Glass Eye, go ahead, send me an email. I'll get you on the list. I'll start like a, I don't know, Excel page of everyone that's interested in going. We'll coordinate it. It'll be pretty freaking awesome. So
Absolutely.
Anyway, I think that probably about rounds it up. Everyone get pumped for next week.
This is it. Yeah, this is it. This is the last game.
And
unless we win, and then we go into the playoffs. So winning, we're in, man.
Winning, we're in. Regardless, we'll come at you next week after the game, the end of the year podcast, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins, and as always,
oh yeah,
you see a Cowboys fan,
Yoga!
Yoga!